Because during the call of service, definitely you must have smelled something. What's your worst smell you have ever experienced? Over to you, Toastmaster Amo.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters. My name is Abdulhakeem Mamo, and I want to quickly talk about COVID-19. It is 2022, and the world is actually already grabbing around how to actually deal with this particular pandemic called COVID-19. Although it seems that it's actually thinning out, but then it is still very much around. Even with the intervention of vaccination and the testing activities going around the world, it is something that we need to understand that different people have different ways with which they react when they want to get tested. A very good example was when I was about to test one fellow for COVID-19 some years back. The person was to actually come into an enclosure with me after fully donned in a personal protective equipment. In the spirit of camaraderie, please, I want you to listen to me very well, because this I'm about to explain, I want you to follow me. So this person comes into this particular enclosure, and I gave him the instruction on how to actually behave whenever they want to collect such a sample from that person. Lo and behold, something very fascinating happened. And what was that? The person opened his mouth only for me to hear a very repugnant smell that oozes out of the person's mouth. That smell, although perceived very, very repugnant and very devastating, but as a very good service renderer, I was able to hold on to myself, and I was able to render that service to that person in a very good spirit. Toastmasters, please join me in listening, join me in
Hello, is it my network?
I think he has stopped speaking.
Okay, that should be noted by the table topic evaluator.
Hello.
Okay. We can hear you. We lost it towards a few seconds. Now, we can hear you.
Now, fellow Toastmasters, join me in this story as I introduce to you how this person reacts the moment I tell him that something that was very repugnant was actually oozing out of this particular environment. And the person insisted that this particular smell was actually from me. Although I knew that particular smell was from him, I was able to render that service by collecting the sample completely from that particular person, after which he was very satisfied. The lesson I was able to get from this particular short activity in this small time was that there is a particular point in life whereby you can actually tilt the table that you are supposed to actually react to a very repugnant situation and make it something that can be enjoyable by those that are actually supposed to listen to you, they're supposed to derive something that is of advantage from you. Thank you very much, Toastmasters.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We need another volunteer, or I called someone. Another volunteer. If you want to volunteer, just type the word vol, VOL on the chat box, VOL on the chat box. We need another volunteer. That was a good one, very succinct. Toastmaster Amo Abdulhakeem. Thank you very much for volunteering. And Making it, oh, 4. Okay, I'm seeing more 4 now. Okay, Toastmaster Lizzie. Okay, can you put on your video? Do us the honor so that we can hear you and so that you can take the stage.
Yes, I can.
Oh. So we have a camaraderie of Area 19 collections within this environment. Okay, Toastmaster Lizzie, by the time you want to give your table topic speech, I will introduce you better. Now, so which one would you like? I always like my guests to be more comfortable, food, travel. I know you do service to humanity. Don't choose that. Or which one? Books or food, traveling. Tell me which topic that you're more comfortable with. We'll give you one. Go ahead, please.
Okay, let's do food.
Food. Now, straight to the topic. Listen carefully. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Kindly confirm I'm being heard as well.
We can hear you. We can see you. Your face show is only that we can see your shoe. We don't know whether it's shining, but we assume it's shining. So should you eat pizza with your hands or with fork and knife? Listen carefully. Should you eat pizza with your hands or with a fork and knife? Should you eat pizza with your hands or with a fork and knife? Over to you, Toastmaster Lizzie. And Toastmaster Lizzie happens to be the club group director for Area 19. Shoot.
Thank you very kindly, the table topics master. Should I eat pizza with my hand or with fork and knife? Oh, wow. Well, I am a foodie, a pure foodie. And what foodies do is they go the natural way in eating food. Now, think about it, having a plate of pizza. And then I come to say I want to do fork and knife. It doesn't work. These hands will do the job because when I have my pizza and I put it in my mouth with my hands and with a chilled cup of Coke or a bottle of water, the pizza would go down well. But when I do it with a fork and knife, it's going to take out the spicy of the pizza. So for me, just the way I would do with every other natural meal that comes my way, I'll do it with my hands. It's always ready to eat because I am a foodie and I love to deal with food the way they come. The table topics master, thank you.
I am a foodie. I love to take it the way they come. Thank you very much. These are power-packed gentlemen and lady coming to the show. This is a great show for Festac Toastmaster. So without much ado, I'd like to go straight to, quote unquote, my Oga, and at the same time, woman resources. So distinguished Toastmaster Chidi, I would like to see your face so that we know that your face show, and definitely probably your shoe might be shining. You never can tell. So that we can ask you your own question. So ladies and gentlemen, we have one more slot to go aside from distinguished Toastmaster Chidi so that we can take time and do the right thing at the right time. Distinguished Toastmaster Chidi, we can see you. We can hear you. Is it my network? Please confirm.
This is Table Topics Master. Please confirm you can hear me now and you can see me.
Wow, you look elegant.
Thank you.
This is delectable. Oh, wow. Right from the morning star. Go ahead. So we will just like to be comfortable on my table topic show this evening. Are you a foodie? I know you read books. Don't go there. Don't go for books. I know you're a veteran. Don't go there. A distinguished Toastmaster, we know who be who. But tell me, do you love movies? When you want to relax, I know you love children. Don't go children. Don't go boo. I said, then okay. Okay, I don't know whether you like food anyway, but go elsewhere. Just tell me something else that you like, that you're comfortable with. Then we'll give you. We are full of questions here. Wonderful questions.
So I can choose from any category. Like this is like a free for all. Just choose any category.
Any category. Any category, so that you'll be more comfortable. Or we should just go ahead and give you any questions.
You just go ahead.
Let's give you any questions so that you'll be more comfortable.
When you say choose, it's pretty well.
Okay, what was your favorite thing to do? Okay, what was your favorite thing to do as a child that you would love to still be able to do as an adult? Let me go again. What was your favorite thing to do as a child that you would love to do, to be able to do as an adult?
Thank you very kindly for that question, Mr. Table Topics Master. One of my favorite thing to do as a child that I would also love to do as an adult. Interestingly, there is a ton of them, a ton. So if I want to play into my naughty part, my naughty side, I would say climbing trees, especially mango trees. I love to climb mango trees. I used to be the point person who was up the tree, plucking out the right mangoes and throwing it out to my friends who are down, picking them up and putting in the basket. I mean, climbing trees is something that I naturally would want to do again. Because the truth is, that part of my life, I felt very carefree without a worrying life. I could go from climbing trees, go home, hang out with friends, eat, sleep, and that was basically, it was fun. But growing up, no, that song that they say adulthood has come, that is on point. Because when, as a child, you want to grow up because you see the adults, having the freedom to do what they want to do. And suddenly you want to be an adult. And then you realize when you become an adult that, this is a scam, like big time scam, because you have the opportunity to do what you want, but truly, you don't have all that time because you have to be responsible. You have to work, you have to think about family, you have to think about, the whole lot of responsibilities that come with it. But if I want to play into perhaps a more fun, focused path, I would say acting. I belong to a children's drama group growing up, and trust me, the camaraderie between myself and my personality when I'm acting is almost like 5 and 6, like bread and butter. I could embody, I could personify whatever role I was given. I could bring to life any character. I can still do that, but I don't have all the time in the world suddenly to do that. And I think that's something that I want to play into sometime more. Maybe Toastmasters can, have like an acting class, or just bring acting into the Toastmasters meeting so that we can begin to bring characters to life. But that's something I think I would want to revisit. So that's me, climb mango trees and do a bit more acting. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much. Festac, you've done it again. 3 powerful table topics. In order not to waste our time and to move forward, I would like to hand over the virtual lesson to distinguished Toastmaster Kobe. Thank you very much for having me. I'm having fun. Distinguished Toastmaster Kobe.
Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to you, Toastmaster Lanre Lawal, for leading the table topics session so smoothly, and to our table topics respondents. But before we go forward, because we're going to vote for the better or the best table topic speaker, can we have the timer give us the timing reports on how Timer, please. Can you have the timing report for the table topic segment? Is our timer here on the top, please? General evaluator, please, is our timer on the call? Mr. General Evaluator. Our general evaluator, are you there, please? Toastmaster Demola, are you there?
I believe he's muted. His microphone is muted.
I am here. I am here.
Okay, please.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know I was being called upon.
Okay, please. Who is the timer of the meeting? I'm calling for the timing report for the table topics segment.
That's Toastmaster Uche. Jenny Toastmaster Uche. Let me see.
Is she here, please?
I don't think she's on call.
Then that means we need to have a timer.
I'll pick up the role.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, in that case, we are not going to have a timing report. So let's just cast our votes for the best table topics speech. We had Amu Abdul Karim. We had Chidi Chukudi Madu. Please, who was the third table topic speaker?
Please.
Yes, Toastmaster Liz Iwoha. So we have Amu Abdul Karim, Liz Iwoha, and Chidi Chukudi Madu. Please send your votes. Oh, Abdullakim, sorry. We have Amu Abdullakim, not Abdul Karim. Please, whoever you feel gave the best of the three table topic speeches between Amu Abdullakim, Lizzie Woha, and Chidi Chukudi Madu, please send it as a private message to myself. Thank you. And while you are doing that, I would like to also invite the person who will serve as the evaluator of those table topics. This is someone you probably have heard her voice this evening. but I won't keep you in suspense. The evaluator of our table topics this evening is a chartered accountant and an amazing mother of 4. She joined Toastmasters in 2020 and since then has served as the treasurer of Eagle Toastmasters Club, the 2021-2022 Toastmasters year. She's a lady who is passionate about growing herself and also growing others. Loves to read major news headlines and enjoys watching reality TV shows. My favorite quote is, "I've learned that people will forget what you say, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This is a quote by Maya Angelou. Please make very welcome a lady who brings camaraderie into every room that she steps into as a table topics master for today, Toastmaster Joy Ojakovo.
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster Kubi, for that warm introduction. Thank you. For the table topics evaluation, I want to congratulate TM Olarewaju for making the table topic session so interesting. I was enthralled by it. You are a perfect host and you did this table topic so well. I like the fact that you engaged us. You engaged everybody in the room by asking us to type hi on the chat channel, which was extremely engaging. And I also like the fact that you wanted each of the speakers to identify what they love most: food, movies. I mean, and it's as if you even knew these members before now, so you were able to even identify what they love before they even start speaking. So thank you very much, TM Olarewaju, for that warm hosting of the table topic session. I will start now by evaluating the speakers. TM Amo, I love your camaraderie. When you started talking, I was wondering, where is this going to? Does he even understand the question? Talking about COVID, when he was being asked to describe a smell, but as a Toastmaster that you are, you wove the story and it was really perfect. I enjoyed the story and how it turned out. Very well done. However, I noticed that when you were talking about the smell, when the person opened his mouth, you said you heard a repugnant smell. You don't hear a smell, you perceive a smell. The story was very well done. We lost you at the end of when you were trying to speak, but you were able to come back again and deliver a very good conclusion of your topic. So well done, TM Amo. TM Lizzie, I love your smile. Now I can really see when they say you have 1,000 smiles. You gave it all this afternoon. Very well done. You were able to identify that you love to use your hands. I mean, how can you use fork and knife to eat pizza? And you made us understand that as a foodie that you are, you definitely wouldn't use your fork and knife for eating pizza. Your hands would be the perfect way to consume your pizza. Thank you very much. You greeted the Toastmaster, the table topics master. You also repeated the question to ensure that you understood it. And your conclusion was also perfect. And thank you very much for that. I was also surprised that you had a bottle beside you where you're able to say that you would take water with your pizza. It means the use of prop. I mean, it means you were ready because you couldn't have known what the question would be. Well done. The only improvement I will say is that you didn't use the word of the day, camaraderie. You should have been able to weave it into your speech. but nonetheless, it didn't take away the brilliant way you enunciated your speech. It was very good. And your camera was well positioned. We could see you. I love the Toastmaster t-shirt that you wore. Awesome. Congratulations, TM Liz, for your table topic speech today. Next is DTM Chidi. And as always, you delivered on your speech. I could imagine you as a child climbing that tree, a mango tree. I also loved climbing trees when I was young. Very well done, Toastmaster DTM Chidi. And you talked about your childhood and you said adulthood is a scam. And I also thought about it too. Adulthood, a scam. Yeah, the responsibilities are tremendous. We cannot just do whatever we like because we are supposed to be role models. Thank you very much. Your facial expression was spot on. However, when you're trying to, do your gestures with your hands, it was kind of outside the camera focus, perhaps probably because of the background, but just for you to take note of that. I enjoyed the fact that you concluded, you gave a summary of your topics, that you love climbing trees, and you also loved acting. I can't really remember if you used the word of the day, camaraderie, but I'm sure the grammarian is going to give the report of that at the end of the meeting, when he's called upon to do so. Overall, the table topic session was spiffing, it was exhilarating, it was scintillating. Thank you to everybody who participated and made this session awesome. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator, or Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Joy, for that succinct and concise but very effective evaluation of the respective table topic speeches. Now we segue directly into the prepared speech. We have a singular prepared speech today, and I will read out the details of that speech.
Okay. It's today. After we finish eating. So now finish and bring plate.
That please, can you please?
Now bring plate.
The meeting is ongoing. Please, can you mute yourself? Please, if your microphone isn't muted, please can you mute yourself now? Thank you. So the prepared speech is going to come from the level 2 projects, the third project from level 2 in the effective coaching path. I'd like to introduce or call to the screen the evaluator of that speech to quickly give us the executive summary or objectives of the speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudimadu, please.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Kubi. Toastmaster Isaac will be speaking from the effective coaching path, level 2, project 3, introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. Toastmaster Isaac, the purpose of your speech is for you to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. You're to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. Note that your speech can be from any time in your life You're free to discuss any aspect of your protege experience, and your speech does not have to be a report of the content of the introduction to mentoring. Toastmaster Isaac has decided to speak on a topic, lessons in my name. I wish you all the best. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much. Now to bring to the electing our speaker today. Our prepared speech presenter is an occupational health, safety, environment, and quality management professional and trainer. He's a graduate member of the Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, IOSH. A passionate continuous learner and a gentleman who loves listening to music and loves swimming also. Please make very welcome to give his speech titled Lessons in My Name, Toastmaster Isaac Ugwada Yegbe. Toastmaster Isaac, the screen is yours.
Thank you very kindly, the Toastmaster of the day. Please, can you confirm that I'm being heard?
Yes, can hear you.
Ugwada Yegbe. It was my father's first name. A name that he was so proud of, that he would proudly thunder it, Ugwada Yegbe, to whoever who cared to listen. Ugwada Yegbe means no man is an island. You need others, and others need you. The Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, guests, helping one another to grow in the areas of public speaking, communication, and leadership is what we do as members of Toastmasters International. And as members of Toastmasters International, there is this palpable form of camaraderie between us. Personally, and as a Toastmaster, I have had my share of helps. Let me try to get some help here right now. Toastmaster Ilemoro, I believe you're on the call. If you were asked to say something about me, Isaac, what would be the first thing that would come to your mind?
Safety.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ilemoro. Safety. When I graduated from OOU, please don't try to correct me that it is not OOU, that it is OSU. When I graduated from OOU, I never knew that safety could be practiced as a profession until I met some two gentlemen who informed me, who taught me and mentored me to the HSE professional that I am today. I had been put on a client project by the organization that I was working for at the time. And it was on this project that I met Emmanuel, who was one of the managers of the client. I, being a new and curious professional, I engaged Emmanuel in series of conversations. And in one of these conversations, Emmanuel informed me that his first degree is in geology. And I asked him, sir, what are you, a geologist, doing working in a telecoms company? He went on to tell me that he was the health, safety, and environment manager of the company, and even went further to tutor me on what health, safety, and environment, HSE, is all about. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I was hooked. I asked Emmanuel that if I wanted to pursue a career in HSE, what did I need to do? Emmanuel told me of a professional exam and training that I could undertake, which I could use to start up my career in HSE. Some months after my newfound profession of HSE, I met Dapo. Dapo had organized an HSE awareness seminar, which I luckily attended. After this seminar, Dapo and I started communicating. And in our communication, Dapo informed me about some internationally recognized HSE qualifications, and he guided me until I was able to write some internationally recognized health and safety qualifications. Having acquired these qualifications, it was now time for me to garner experience. Yet again, I needed someone to hold my hand, someone to guide me. My now adopted mentor, Dapo, had just started an HSE supervision project on which there were a number of experienced professionals. Dapo invited me to be part of this team as an intern. I gladly resigned from my previous job, joined this team, and so started my career in HSE. A career which has given me fulfillment, a career which has given me all-round fulfillment. My dream has always been to be of value, not just to my immediate society, but globally. I have been and I am still fulfilling that goal. However, with the help and guidance of many people, guidance and help that I keep getting till today. I have experienced firsthand the meaning of my name, of Boadayegbe, for truly no man is an island. The Toastmaster.
Wow, lessons in the name of Boadayegbe. Truly, no man is an island. I agree with that assertion. And with that, in the very next breath, I'd like to bring back to the lectern our general evaluator to give us the time record used by the speaker and also guide us into the evaluation of that speech and the evaluation of the meeting proper. So please make very welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ademola Elemoro.
Very kindly, Mr. Toastmaster of the day, I do appreciate the effort you've made so far to ensure we have a seamless meeting. Without taking much of our time, I think we have the timekeeper in the house, and I can see the timing update she dropped in the chat box. I hope she has some of the things that can hear in our report. So intending Toastmaster Uche, if you have any timing reports to share with us.
Okay, good evening once again. I am so sorry. Network was very bad. Yeah, network was very bad from my end. I only got this timing. That's why it was easier for me to present it on the chat box. So the only timing I have is for the speech delivery, and that's what is on the time box. So he qualified. He finished the speech at 6 presented. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you very kindly, intending Toastmaster Uche. You are well appreciated, and we hope that the network aspect is something you're going to work on consecutive meetings. Thank you so much. Without taking much of our time, I'd like to introduce, I'll probably give the evaluator. Let me confirm if the speech evaluator for that particular presentation is ready, or we could go ahead with the report of the role players. Awesome. So please join me as I welcome to the virtual lectern our powerful emeritus division director, sagacious, palacious, palatable, and everything. Please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Chidi to the platform to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Isaac. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you most graciously, Mr. General Evaluator. That was a lot of yeah, it was a lot. Like the adjective was just too much. I remember, like, okay, let's keep going with the ushers. But thank you for that very heartwarming introduction. Toastmaster Isaac. Wow. Toastmaster Isaac, congratulations on a successful speech presentation. I love the fact that you met the objective of your speech, hands down. You hit the nail on the head. And I love how you started. It was captivated how you pronounced your name. And that's a name that a couple of us struggle with. But you started out, Obwadayegbe. And when you said that name, you said it with so much passion that the meaning and the weight of that name, I could feel it. Like I literally had goosebumps when I heard you say that name. And you went ahead and told us the meaning. No man is an island. You need people to survive. And truthfully, as humans, we need people to survive. We need an ecosystem to be able to be better versions of ourselves. And you conveyed that message well. Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster Isaac. I love how you used the word palpable in your speech. And for those palpable, it's where you could literally feel something as though you're tasting it with your tongue, like it's there. You could taste it. And it's certainly not something that is, it's not something you could taste, but when you say something is palpable, you could feel it deep in your skin. Toastmaster Isaac, I loved how you used that word in your speech. I love that you used the word of the day. And the manner in which you used the word of the day in itself was interesting. You used the story to convey your message. Your story was chronological from Rika to Dapo. And I could sense that camaraderie that existed between you and Dapo. I could sense it. You literally had to resign your job to take up a job as a health and safety executive intern. I loved your audience awareness. I don't know if it was planned. If it was, kudos. It meant that you thought about this before you even started the presentation. And if you did not plan that, then that means that you, Toastmaster Isaac, you are a spectacular speaker, because it's not all speakers that are able to weave their speeches around a response from the audience. You asked a question and you said you wanted to get help, and you asked Toastmaster Demola one word that he thinks when he envisions you. And he said safety. And that was the bane of your presentation, your speech. Thank you very kindly. What would I recommend? I mean, that speech was spiffy. But this is Toastmasters. There's always room for improvement. And one thing that I would want you to watch is the positioning of your camera. Now you're sitting, I can see you well, like the proportion for the mathematicians, right? That's the word. So the placement of your placement within the camera right now is on point, right? You're right in the center, but when you stood up to speak, you did not change the position of your device. So it appeared as though you were looking downwards. And when you take a step back, I could only see your head. I couldn't see any part of your body. And I think you noticed that and you stepped forward immediately. So that was you being aware. And I love the fact that you had that presence of mind to also watch how you appeared on camera. Something else, the second thing is, when you said OOU, I was in my head, I was trying to, so what does it mean? You assumed that we knew what OOU meant. I know it's a university, right? Correct? That's a university, but you assume that everyone on the call knows what university it is. So if you use an abbreviation, just explain it so that we know. Like you did with HSE. You went ahead to say Health and Safety Executive. And that was how, okay, yeah, that stuck with me. So just let us know what it meant. But aside that, I think it was, like I said, it was a speech. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. Thank you for bringing about a vulnerable part of you and taking us on your journey as a prodigy. And thank you again for reminding us that we need people, we need an ecosystem, and we need others around us to grow, to be better, to excel. Because just like you said, no man is an island. You started with your name and its meaning, and you ended with your name, you concluded with it. It goes to reinforce the topic of your speech, lessons in my name. And I have learned those lessons. I'm sure those on the call have learned those lessons. We're going to take it with us, and we will never forget. Owa Dayegbe. No man is an island. Congratulations, Toastmaster Isaac. All the best, and I'm looking forward to your future speeches. Mr. General Evaluator, back to you. Mr. General Evaluator?
You very kindly, Madam Evaluator Division Director. I am on call. Thank you so much for that beautiful evaluation. Moving on to our next role players for today's meeting, I would like to call on the grammarian, Toastmaster Ned. You have the platform. Please give us your grammarian report.
Okay, thank you very much, the General Evaluator. Today's meeting has been very interesting. I'm sure I don't have to say it myself. Everybody will have noticed that it's been very, very engaging. On the word of the day, I think it was very well used. It was used by the table topic speakers. Abdulakim Amo used it. The table topic master himself, Lanre Lawal, used it. DTM Kubi, our Toastmaster of the day, used the word of the day. Toastmaster Isaac used it very, very well in his speech. And also our TM Isaac's evaluator, DTM Chidi Chukwumadu, also used the word of the day. TM Joy used it, but it wasn't in the right context. So that being said, there were quite a lot of very interesting words that were used during the meeting. While some caught my attention, I really apologize for those that I didn't take note of, but very nice words I particularly liked were words like delectable, enthralled, palpable, hitting the nail on the head. These were very, very nice English usage that we can include in our vocabulary, both in our day-to-day uses to spice up our English, to make our communication more eloquent and more interesting. In terms of pronunciation of words, I picked up just two. One is listen and listen. It is not listen. The T has to be silent, so it's listen. And then woman and human. I know the mother tongue plays a role in this, but it's actually human with a H, human. Okay. So last but not the least, I think in terms of grammar, most of the grammar used in today's meetings were quite good. One of the speakers that used hear a smell actually corrected himself in that same speech and said perceived something repugnant. So that was good. And someone also used or said which often is used. While which often is used is correct, the more appropriate common way of saying it will have been which is often used. So in all, I think the meeting has been good. Our use of grammar was fantastic, and I think we all deserve a round of applause, especially for our use of the word of the day. Thank you very much for participating actively, everybody. I'll yield the mic now to the general evaluator. The general evaluator.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. Marian, Toastmaster Ned, for that beautiful feedback. I'm sure the so we take the report and to give us the report for the accounting. Madam President, are you there? We can't hear you. You're muted.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I want to just say congratulations to all the speakers, starting from the table topic speakers to the speaker of today's meeting and the evaluator. Going with I listened so carefully while the speeches were going on, and we had very, very few R's, few expressions that we are not supposed to use. And we have Toastmaster Joy. We just have, she used the expression, you know, once. Toastmaster Lizzie, she used the sound once, and Toastmaster Amor used the sound or twice. Apart from that, every other person spoke so well without the use of false feelers. I would like to say, in the spirit of camaraderie, let's give them a warm thumbs up. And if your hands are not so busy and if you're on camera, you can give them a round of applause. Thank you. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very kindly, Madam President, for that beautiful feedback. Moving on to the listening evaluation report, please welcome Toastmaster Salif Ahmed.
Thank you very kindly. I must confess, I've been having a series of network glitches, and I'm wondering, the listening evaluator is supposed to listen from beginning to end and not be disturbed by the network. Nevertheless, I have a few questions for my fellow Toastmasters and guests, and I believe you listened well. So let's see. The first question, President Nora K. is a member of the Rotary Club of Lagos West, What is our current post in the club? What is our current post in the club? Can anyone hear me?
Vice President.
Wow. Great. I thought no one would hear that. Thank you. The next question, what does distinguished Toastmaster Chidi used to do when she was young?
Climb trees.
Mango trees, to be precise.
Climb mango trees.
Thank you. You listened well. Climbing mango trees. And what?
Do more acting.
Drama, acting. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Who perceived a repugnant smell from his client when testing him?
Toastmaster Amo.
So I want the second name because it was a bit of an issue pronouncing it.
Abdullah King.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I have good listeners here. I'm not surprised because we have veterans in our midst. And last but not least is, what is Emmanuel's first degree? I'm referring to Toastmaster Isaac's colleague. What is his first degree?
Geography.
Wrong.
Geology.
Geology.
That's correct. Thank you very much. At least I had someone got one wrong, so my report is okay. Thank you. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster Salif Mohammed. As always, it's a pleasure to have you to be in your midst. I would like to say that it's been a pleasure to have all the role players perform the responsibilities they've taken up today. And on my part, my evaluation has to, of course, begin from the part that it's been a while that Festac Toastmasters has had a meeting. And it's very, very important that we get back on the horse and get things started. So this marks one of the action we are taking to ensure that Festac comes back to life. And some of the things I also observed about the meeting is the fact that we had participation between 20 participants at the point, and that was very, very good. I hope that consecutive meetings we can get up to 30 and 40 and be able to reach more people in the Festac area. I would also like to appreciate and commend all role players, particularly the Toastmaster of the day, for how professional is handled today's meeting. And I had to actually come in during the course of the meeting, try to change, get ready for the meeting. So I couldn't put myself together at the beginning of the meeting. So I think some of the areas that personally we need to improve upon is preparing for meeting ahead of time, which is an evaluation for myself. Of course, some of the feedback I also received has to do with the fact that we didn't have an agenda. Now, we actually had some templates, but we didn't have a proper agenda for the meeting. So it's something I've been discussing with the leaders at the division, and hopefully we can also have a discussion with the area director and see how we can mitigate that aspect as well. And I also noticed we started behind schedule. We were supposed to start the meeting around 4. The meeting started, I think, about 15 after 4. So I think it's something we could also work on to improve as well. Besides that, the participant has been good. The table topics has been very, very beautiful. The speech evaluation has been top notch. The speech was very, very lovely. The role players have also all turned up for us as well. It's been a very lovely meeting. And I would just like to recommend to the Toastmaster of the day before I hand over to him, if we have any guests, not to forget to check if we have any guests in the house and who they can reach out to if they want to make any inquiry. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be part of today's meeting. And I would like to hand over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kubi Yanga. Over to you, sir. It's Kubi, over to you.
Thank you very much, our general evaluator, for giving us that feedback. And as it said, feedback is a breakfast of champions. So we are, of course, more like champions because we've listened to the recommendations of your general evaluation report. Our gratitude also extends to include all members of the evaluation team, the timer, the accountant, the grammarian. Thank you all for your service today. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the closing portion of the meeting. And before I step aside, I'd like to announce the winner of the table topics votes. We had 3 contestants for that award of the best table topics. We had Amu, we had Chidi, we had Liz, and the winner is Toastmaster Elizabeth Iwoha. Well done to you, Toastmaster Elizabeth. I'm happy to have been a part of the Festac Toastmasters Club's meeting today. And like the general evaluator had mentioned, that this is a meeting coming after a long time. It is my hope that after this meeting, we'll have another meeting in 2 weeks' time and the momentum will continue. We will not go on hiatus anymore. And to give credence to that hope, to add structure to that hope, I'm going to invite back to the lectern the president of this club to give her closing remarks and maybe assure us of when next we are going to have a meeting of Festac Toastmasters Club. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the delectable president of Festac Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Nora Ezeoha.
Thank you so kindly, Toastmaster DTM Kobe Uyanga. You did excellently well. In fact, when I saw you indicated interest to be the Toastmaster of the day, I said, there's no better person that can handle that or stuff. Thank you so very much and making today's meeting an interesting one. Okay. So I want to also use this opportunity to appreciate everyone that participated in this meeting. Of course, I noticed a lot of people, even the ones that I've met and the ones that I've not met, even the members of the division executive, DTM, Chikodi, Chidi, Madri, they are always present here with us in Festac. The virtual, they are always around. And other members from other clubs, TM Lizzie, I didn't actually expect to see you, but I was thinking that you're going to have your meeting today for Lento. So it's my pleasure seeing you and several other people here, TM Joy, TM Sally, TM Ned, but I can't mention everyone, but if your name is not mentioned, just know that you are a special being, and Festac Toastmaster really appreciate and adore you. We would like to appeal, because of course it's an appeal. Festac is a growing club, and we know that just like our team, we will still need to. He said it's not something that one person can do alone. It's you, myself, and every other person. All has to be on there. So I will implore you to always look out for us in Festac Toastmaster to be a part of ongoing concern. Our next meeting, of course, we meet twice every month. We meet second Sunday, and the fourth Sunday of the month. The second Sunday is usually a virtual meeting. Then the fourth Sunday is our physical meeting here in Festac. If you have this somewhere, note somewhere so that you have time to be here with us, either a virtual or physical meeting. I want to also say congratulations to every speakers. If you are a speaker or you are the winner, want to say congratulations. And we look forward to having more beautiful speeches in our upcoming meetings. Our physical meeting, our meetings will be a physical meeting and it's taking place on the 30th of April. That will be in 2 weeks' time, and it's going to be physical meeting in 24 of God is Able Plaza. So if you're anywhere, somewhere around Festac, or you know anyone that will want to be a member of Toastmaster and stays around here, please do us that honor to invite the person to join us to be a part of this great family that we've started. Thank you, Toastmaster Larry. It's good to see you, Honorable Area Director. I salute, sir. And I look forward to having you join us even in our first physical meeting. So without wasting much of our time, I just want to adjourn the meeting and see you in 2 weeks' time on the 10th. Thank you so very much and have a beautiful week ahead.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.